Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. So I got so many requests on my last braiding video on how I curled my braids, so here you go, honey. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a more detailed description on how I curled my braids, not in one styles but two. Okay, so here's side A and here is side B. There is a slight difference. It's not a dramatic difference, but it's a slight difference. For the girls who know, you know. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I did both style of curls on my braids. So first of all, for those of you guys who will be wondering, I got color 350 and the color ginger. So I blended those two colors together, and while you're doing that, make sure you go ahead and have some pot of boiling water ready, and you're going to dip them first. Okay, so before blending it, I would suggest to dip each braid, pack of hair first. Okay, so also whenever you cut the rubber band, don't cut it all the way through so that you could use the rubber band to pick it up and hold the hair together. Okay, and you're just going to keep dipping it until there's no more like ripples and dents in the hair. Okay, so this is the part that I forgot to show y'all. I took the two different color bundles and I just put together, separate, put together, separate, and I just kept going until I got the desired blend that I like. This video used a different color than I did, so it turned out like that, and mine's turned out like this. Very cute, very lovely, very Lindsay Lohan. Okay, so that's the color that it turned out for me. So if you want a more detailed tutorial on how I even did this pick and drop style of braids, feel free to check out this video right here. Boop. And I go into more extreme detail on how I even did this pick and drop style. Okay, so what you're seeing me do right now is I brushed my braids and then I used my blow dry brush with the braids. So if you already seen my pick and drop video, you would know that I dipped, blow dried, and flat ironed my hair. And if I do say so myself, my hair slayed just without even curling it. Okay, so this time I didn't flat iron it. I dipped it and I blow dried it. That's it. I didn't flat iron it because I wanted my hair with the curls to be a little bit more bigger. Okay, so with side A on how I did those curls, I start at the root. Okay, I start at the root and I take the flexi rod and I bend it at the top, and I literally just wrap the braids around the flexi rod. No specific way, just literally just curl it and wrap it around the curling rod. Okay, so the flexi rod that I have is probably about the size of my thumb, so that's the size of the rod that I'm using for both sides. And the amount of braids that I'm putting on the rods, I would say about like 5 to 6 braids per rod for this curl style. Okay, this side is personally my favorite. It kind of gives a more like tight curl kind of curl, and then the other side gives more of like a really cute spiral curl, like Shirley Temple curl. Okay, so as you see, it's pretty self-explanatory. You start at the root, you bend the top of the flexi rod to secure it, and you wrap the braids around the flexi rod, and then you bend the bottom of the flexi rod to secure it. Pretty simple, right? So yeah, so while y'all watching me do this, did y'all watch the VMAs? I have not watched it yet. I'm actually really excited. I'm planning on doing a reaction to the VMA red carpet looks. If you're new here, I am a fashion designer on the side, and I do critiques and reactions of different red carpet looks and give my blunt and honest input. Okay, child, because that's just how I roll. I'm just going to be completely blunt and honest, okay? Anyway, looking forward to doing that. So boil some more water, and you're going to go ahead and put it in a cup that can handle the heat, okay? Get a cup that's not going to melt, okay? So with that being said, you're going to take the cup and you could dip it in two different ways. The first way, if you're not too comfortable holding it, make sure you get a thick towel, fold it in half, put it against your face. We don't want to burn that cute face of ours, and you're going to dip it. Now you're going to hold each curl in the boiling water for about like 15 to 30 seconds each, right? And then you're going to squeeze the rod and completely dry as you can. Then once you kind of get the hang of it, you can go ahead and hold the cup. If it's not too hot for you, you can get an oven mitt or a towel to hold the cup, and you just do it like so, right? Again, each rod is going to be in that cup of boiling water for about 15 to 30 seconds each. Okay, now another thing I'm going to address, I know my braids is old, okay? My braids is old. I should have took out these braids a long time ago. And I decided to show y'all how I curled my braids before I took them out. Okay, so don't try to go for me. Okay, don't try to come for me. So anyway, so now for side B. For side B, you're going to start at the end instead of the root. And then you're just going to wrap it around. But this way, you're going to wrap it around to where the braids are completely flat. Compared to last time, you didn't have to curl them or wrap it around the flexi rod in any kind of way or flat or anything like that. But with this style, you have to make sure that the braids are flat to get that perfect spiral curl. Okay. And yeah, again, pretty self-explanatory. You're going to start at the bottom, wrap the bottom until you can't no more. And you're going to keep just kind of turning the rod all the way up to the root. Now with curling side B, I didn't put as many braids. I probably put between like 3 to 4 braids per rod. Yeah, that's just how I did it. And especially with this particular size flexi rod that I have, I did about like 3 to 4 braids per rod, right? And as you see here, it's pretty self-explanatory. You start at the bottom and then you roll your way up all the way to the root. And as you see here, I didn't have to I didn't have to bend the flexi rod at the bottom, just at the top to secure it. So that makes things a little bit easier. But yeah, so that's pretty much just how it goes. And make sure you just, in order to get the curl completely defined, I would suggest you brush the hair or your braids before you do each rod. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes, y'all. So how's your day going? Go ahead and comment down below. Are you having a good day, a rough day? Go ahead and vent to us in the comments, child. And as you see in my past videos, I respond to as many comments, if not all of them. I respond to all the comments. Y'all are my community. Y'all my supporters. I want to talk to y'all. You know, let's go ahead and just chat it up. Now, right here, I burned myself. Okay? Don't fill up the water to the top like how I did. Okay, because you will burn your face. Thankfully, my face was okay. But do not fill up the cup all the way to the top because you will burn yourself. Okay, so lesson learned. Period. So, yeah, so you're pretty much going to do the same thing. Child, you see here, I had to get a cold towel to make sure my 3rd-degree burn don't get worse. So anyway, so yeah, you're just going to go ahead and keep the rod in the boiling water for the same amount of time, 15 to 30 seconds per rod. After you're done, you're going to squeeze the rod and the hair until it's completely dry, or as dry as you can get it. Okay. So yeah, pretty easy, y'all. Pretty easy, other than the fact that I just burned my face. And I would say it took about like 2 hours for my hair to completely dry before I decided to unravel the rods. Okay, highly suggest that you wait until the braids are completely dry before you unravel them, because if you unravel them too soon, then the curls are not going to be as defined. Okay, and as you see here, whenever I'm taking the rods out, I'm not just yanking it out. Okay, you kind of have to be patient and unravel it in the direction that it wants to go, right? And you do it gently so that therefore the curls can be defined, period. And as you saw, I didn't add no product, no unnecessary mousse or anything like that. And boom, here you go. That's all it takes is just some boiling hot water and some flexi rods. And this is side A. Isn't she cute? Really curly, really bouncy. I love side A. That's my personal favorite. And every now and then when I'm feeling really cute and, you know, just very demure, I go ahead and curl my hair like side B. Same thing. You're going to wait until the hair is as dry as possible, and you're going to unravel it in the direction that it wants to go. Okay. And again, don't rush this process, because if you mess up the curl, that's simple. You're just going to mess up the curl. So be patient, unravel it, take your time, have fun with it. And as you see here, you see the dramatic difference of the curl patterns here. You see side A, which is the left side, really kind of tight spiral curls, tight curls, and then side B, which is the one I was holding, very kind of perfect spiral curls. Like, if you don't know who Shirley Temple is, this is her right here. If you don't know who she is, do your research on her. She's an icon. So yeah, so after you undo the flexi rods, you're going to separate each curl, right? But again, I would recommend once you take the rods out, I would wait for maybe like 30 to 60 minutes to let the hair dry even more. Okay, so let the dry hair even more, separate the curls, and you see what it's giving. It's giving. Okay, you can't tell me that don't eat. Okay. And so now we're going to do the other side. The other side, you're going to do the same thing, separate each curl. So whenever you're separating each curl, do it very gently. You don't want to do it very rough, because if you do it rough, then your curls can turn out kind of frizzy. Okay, so go ahead and do it gently, very ladylike, and it's going to slay. Okay, and as you see here, boop. Come on, girl, hurry up and show us what it's going to look like. Okay, here we go. So, boom. So, like I said, not too dramatic of a difference, but the girls who are extremely pay attention to detail, that this is what it's giving. The side to the left is side A, side to the right is side B. Very cute, very demure, very... Let me stop, because I know y'all tired of hearing that just like me. But anyway, if I gotta suffer, you gotta suffer too, right? But anyway, so that's how it goes. Super cute. I love the Shirley Temple curl look and the spiral curl look, honestly. But I just like this side a little bit more. But this is what it looks like in the back, y'all. Very cute, very full. Okay, and it's not giving boneless braids. This is a very cute little extra va-va-voom that you could add to your braids. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and the links are down below, and I appreciate the support so much. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.